In celebration of Black History Month, BB Clement presents Afro Global Networking Lunch 2025. Speaker, Dr. Olumide Emmanuel. The date is Monday, the 27th of October 2025, from 12 noon to 3 p.m. The venue is Stevenson Howard LLP, 1 Finsbury Circus, City of London. The postcode EC2M7SH. Please note, this is an exclusive event with limited spaces. The fee comes at £60 ordinary, for VIPs £75. For more information, please contact reception at augustineclement.com or call 0203 223 0800. This program is sponsored by Stevenson Howard.
UK.
Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Prampram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prampram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour Show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour Show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Star Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Prampram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prampram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Star Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agent, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Star Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Prampram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prampram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Star Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agent, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Star Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Prampram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prampram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Star Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Star Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Hello, beloved. My name is Reverend Michael Recruitment Science Yama, and this is my wife.
I am Isabella Elom Isiama.
Amen. For the past 7.5 years, this was our home. This is where many people have come to hear the word of God. Many people have come to celebrate. Many celebrations have taken place. We've seen various Christmas services, Easter services, various Sunday services, youth empowerment programs, men empowerment programs, women empowerment programs, many baby dedications, memorial services, birthday celebrations, and so on and so forth. People coming and being blessed. It has been a home, a joy, a beacon of hope to the community. As at the back end of last year, we've been asked to move from here. That was a very difficult moment for us as a church. As God will have it, we have found a place, we have found a home that will help us not to continue to do just the same, but to reach out more and to engage the community more.
We found a home in Andover, a church building that will suit our needs and help us advance the gospel while serving our community. In addition to what we have already done in the past few years, we are also hoping to hold outreach programs, youth empowerment programs, career days for the youth, feed the homeless, feed the elderly, have big breakfast mornings, musical concerts, fun days, and so many ideas that we have on the table that we want to implement. And we are calling on you today to stand with us and support us financially so that we can purchase this property to advance the gospel and to serve the community and to help us continue the good work that we are already doing. We are counting on you and we are calling out to you to stand with us to make this dream a reality. If you are in the position to support us financially, please lend a hand to help us complete the purchase of this property, to serve the people around us and also to advance the gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ.
Yes, indeed, beloved, there is a saying that every little helps. If you are led to support us, to donate to this genuine cause, to help to push the work of God, to complete the purchase of the church building the Lord has given us, details will be on the screen. If in case you are in doubt, details, our contact details will be on the screen as well. Please do not hesitate to reach out to us for further clarifications, or if in doubt. We'll be happy to hear from you, and we'll be more than happy to receive of your generous donation and to complete the purchase of the church building the Lord has given us. God richly bless you.
Amen.
And we are hoping to hear from you soon.
Amen.
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 'Twas grace that I thought my you done it. You done
The best radio show.
Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7.
All around the world. In your car,
At work,
at home,
on your smartphone.
This is Starr Radio UK. This is Starr Radio UK.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Aching. Smile even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you get by. If you smile through your fear and sorrow, smile and maybe tomorrow you find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. Hey, this is Archie and you are listening to Starr Radio UK and the Morning Show.
Lighten your day with Starr Radio. Starr Radio. Radio for the people, by the people.
Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you, wherever you might be on planet Earth and those of you on other planets as well. We want to welcome you to the Star Radio UK Thursday edition of the morning show. I remain yours sincerely, the one and only Archie. And I say once again, but I'm saying good morning to my able producer, Mr. Francis Guy. As I say all the time, without his production and his good work there, I'll not be able to come on air. Because at times you get caught up in other stuff and you get here and everything is set up for you. Just sit down and just zoom in. So Francis, good morning to you. Good morning to Perry. Good morning to Mr. Lion, the White Lion himself. Good morning to Mr. Frank Davis, Mr. KB Bossman, Vicky Newton, HRH Linda Pallian, Mr. Dan Taberry, CEO of JL Accountancy Services, Money Man, HRH Linda Pallian, and all you wonderful people who tune in each day to listen to us wherever you might be. Massive good morning to you. And let me also extend my good morning to no other one but the one and only Felix, all the way in Aberdeen. My brother, I hope you are doing very well. Captain Felix said good morning to you. Reverend Michael is here, my good morning. And let me say good morning to Mr. Julius Dake Kajodi. Good morning to you. Hope you are doing very well. Kofi Ali Abdul Yakin, good morning. To Bishop Adeshina, massive good morning to you. Anthony Adedeji Aziz Shamsuddin, wherever you all are, massive good morning to you. And let me also take this opportunity to say good morning to the one and only Ni Anana Jo. The name was Lady May. Ni Anana Jo, the chief of our shaman, to Atakofi, good morning to you there, and a special good morning to Delta Hammond, to Rosita Hammond, and to Mrs. Ryder Hammond. Ma'am, I hope you are doing very, very well there. Good morning to you all that is in Ghana as well. Let me say good morning also to no other one but the one and only Eben Cape Town. Good morning to Antonio as well. Hope you are all doing very, very well. Those of you watching us live on Koiki Media platforms or Yoruba Nation platform or United States of Biafra platforms, we salute each and every one of you. And once again, we say welcome to the show at 10 minutes past the top of the hour, and this is how the program is going to be for today. I'm going to bring you the quote for the day, the weather forecast will follow suit, then the travel update. We'll move on from there to have a look at some of the stories making the rounds across the globe, that is known as global trotting. Then after which we continue to look at the details of the stories making the round. At a quarter to 12 the line is activated. You can join in, call in, and then exactement at 12 o'clock the curtains are brought down for the end of the program. So Nigeria, that's what's going to happen. But wherever you are, don't touch the dial. Do me a massive favor, whatever platform that you are listening to us from, share the broadcast with your friends and loved ones and invite them to like our pages as well. Star Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London.
Cutting across the genres and tearing up the airwaves.
All right then. So let's move on. Yeah. So moving on. The quote for the day says, your character forms a large part of the foundation for your life. Your character forms a large part of the foundation for your life. And how true is that? The someone says your beauty will take you and your character will bring you back. Or yes, your talent will take you and your character will bring you back. So you have to work on it. Work on your character. Tame it. So that it's one that, yes, is a foundation for your life. All right then, let's move on to the weather front, the quick one from there as well. On the weather front this morning as well for London and the southeastern part of England, well, it looks sunny. My apologies, it looks sunny at the moment. This afternoon will be dry with variable cloud and the odd bright spells, gentle winds expected as well. Tonight we'll see mostly cloudy skies with just a few brief clearer spells at times, mainly in the first part of the night. There's going to be light winds as well. Total temperature is going to be 18 degrees. The lower is going to be 11. UV level is going to be moderate. Pollution is going to be low. And sunset is going to be 18:21. Sunrise for tomorrow morning 07:14 west. And we take you straight to the travel updates. As we say, keep your eyes on the roads. Keep your eyes on the roads. As keep you navigated, our promise, our bond. What have I got for you? For those of you in London using the underground this morning, the Victoria line minor delays due to an earlier points failure at Walthamstow. So check it out. That aside, all the other ones, and even that has been improved now. Yes, the Victoria line has been updated. It's now in good service. That aside, all the other underground lines, DLR, London Tramlink, London Overground, yes, they are all in good service. Now, when it comes to the major roads in London, so A12 and A3 are experiencing serious delays, and if you can avoid them, do your best to do so. Yeah, for the A12, the Gallows Corner flyover refurbishment work is impacting and slowing traffic there, so please check it out. And also on the A3 as well, Queenstown Road. Queenstown Road at the junction of Subway Way, various restrictions in place, including lane closures and temporary signals to facilitate open range works there as well. So please check it out. If you are starting there, continue to listen to us. As and when there are any changes, we promise to bring it to the fore. But check it out before you move on. Keep your eyes on the roads. On the riverbanks this morning, good service there. London Cable Car is also experiencing a good service, bringing us straight to the final segment of the travel update. That is the National Rail. What have I got for you? Cross Country, East Midlands Railway, Northern Rail, Southwestern Railway, and Southern are all offering special service. That aside, all the others, good service there. And that's why I would say it once again as I normally would. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you, wherever you might be on planet Earth. Enjoy your commute for today. But you know what? Continue to keep those eyes where? On the roads. Let's take a break. We come back. I take you global trotting. In celebration of Black History Month, BB Clement presents Afro Global Networking Lunch 2025. Speaker, Dr. Olumide Emmanuel. The date is Monday, the 27th of October 2025 from 12 noon to 3 p.m. The venue is Stevenson Howard LLP, 1 Finsbury Circus, City of London. The postcode EC2M7SH. Please note, this is an exclusive event with limited spaces. The fee comes at £60 ordinary, for VIPs £75. For more information, please contact reception at augustineclement.com or call 0203 223 0800. This program is sponsored by Stevenson Howard.
Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancer taking over. Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancer taking over. Yo, what's up, people? This is a boy Raskin Bobo One. Tune in every day, every night at the Star Radio UK with the big man them Archie. When I say Orta, you say fire.
Welcome back to the program Star Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London at 16 minutes past the top of the hour. And it's time now for us to go global trotting. And what have I got news for you? Of course, yes, it's happening like no man's business here from the UK front. Young children taking knives to school. Young children as young as in primary schools taking knives to school. Now we'll talk about the stop and search and what parents think about it. All right then. And then in other stories as well, King Charles hopes nature film will inspire viewers, and Liberal Democrats membership has halved in 5 years. And the Conservatives will scrap stamp duty, Badenoch announces. And Kate McCann tells court alleged stalker contact with Maddie's sister was final straw. Well, have they done a DNA on that? Well. Somebody say, not sure, but we'll be looking into that story as well. In other stories making the rounds across the globe, well, the biggest one, Israel and Hamas agree first phase of Gaza peace plan. The deal raises hopes for a lasting peace after more than 2 years of conflict. And fireworks and a toast to life. Israelis delight a deal to return hostages. So we see what happens there. America's top banker sounds warning on U.S. stock market fall. What is it talking about there? We'll be bringing more your way. And parents of fugitive, okay. Colombia's president says boat struck by U.S. was carrying Colombians, and that's what I'm saying. If you see any boat traveling towards the U.S. and you want to just, shoot it or blast it or attack it, you might end up just killing innocent people there. But well, that's what the Colombian president is saying. We're going to be telling you more about all that as the program goes on. Okay. Now, moving on to other stories making the rounds this morning. As we said, in the Latin American area, the Colombia's president says boat struck by U.S. was carrying Colombians. The White House calls the allegation baseless as the U.S. Senate rejected a measure to bar Trump from using force against boats. Well, a third person dies from methanol poisoning in Brazil. There are some stories making the rounds there as well. Macron will nominate new French Prime Minister in 48 hours. Sebastian Lecornu, the outgoing Prime Minister, said MPs recognize the pressing need to pass a budget by the end of the year. So Macron is going to nominate another one who is going to see to that. Maybe he needs to stretch hands for an all-encompassing government there, and maybe that would do it. That would do the trick. But I know when it's like that, you have people from the opposition, those far, right? Or yes, trying to sabotage the whole thing. So that we said that, well, you see that it didn't work, so we have the chance to come in. Okay. In other stories as well, making the round, telecoms companies sent emails to wrong addresses during deadly outage. The outage in Australia has been linked to 4 deaths as people could not reach emergency services. The stories making the rounds there. In Asia as well, Starr meets Modi on his first visit to India. The two leaders met in India's financial capital Mumbai to discuss ways to strengthen trade and business ties. Well. Would that involve giving what do you call them? Some leeway or soft for immigration from India? Well, some are saying no. The Prime Minister said no. But what is going to be? What will be to sacrifice it? Social media content restricted in Afghanistan. Taliban sources has confirmed the parents of fugitive New Zealand dad apologized for trouble caused. And China tightens export rules for crucial rare earths. Okay, what is that? Okay, and then let's move on to other stories making the rounds in other parts of the world. Now, in Africa, South Africa's Fort Hare University closed as buildings set on fire. The university is one of South Africa's most historic institutions where prominent leaders studied. But well, it's been set on fire, so it's been closed. Madagascar president asked for 1 year to resolve problems or he will resign. So he said, give me 1 year. If I fail to do it, then you can call for my head. Ethiopia accuses Eritrea of preparing for war as Red Sea tension rises. And then Somalia to increase Swahili's teaching to boost its African ties. Those are some of the stories making the rounds there on the African front. Still on the African front, Ethiopia accuses Eritrea of preparing to wage war against it. Well, we'll tell you more about all that is going on there as well. Now, moving on to other stories making the rounds this morning. More than 80% of health facilities in Eastern Congo are out of medicine. Red Cross is saying. Congo. When you talk about the country where it's so rich, when you talk about the resources that is in there, the whole world, yet they don't have enough medicine in their hospitals. Wow. Okay, in Nigeria as well, Kwata John's Nnamdi Kano's trial over pending medical report to October 16. And then Nigeria economy grows by 3.9% in half one as World Bank projects 4.4% growth. Let's see. And other stories making the rounds in Ghana's Wakoforidia Command of NSB can monitor Galamsey activities and perpetrators. Interior Minister is saying easier said than done. Cocoa Board launches new reward scheme to boost fight against cocoa smuggling. So we have cocoa smuggling before we have the other one as well, the Galamsey menace that is destroying the farms as well. And Mahama has approved Musa Ahmed Esquire as new judicial secretary. So we'll be telling you more about that as well. It is in their DNA to leave problems. Okay, there was one sort of story that we touched on yesterday. But go for the HPV jab. It's safe. Health Minister rallies girls. And Legal Resource Center worried over deadly road accident. Air Peace aircraft shows supersonic speed on radar tracking platform. Okay, so far as it's been piloted well, what problem do we have? So far as it's been piloted well and maintained well, then we know we can get to our destinations in peace. At least we get there on time. A decomposed body of a US-based Ghanaian woman discovered 3 weeks after death. Where? How? What happened? Well, we're going to be telling you more about all that as the program goes on. Any sensible person will not say this in public, Captain Smart berates. And then Atuahoy masterminded the Swedro declaration, Paul Adumotre saying, and Kennedy Japan's bodyguard behind my arrest, 9 hour and 9, okay. And President Mahama petition to sack acting Chief Justice Paul Bafu Boni. I think there will be lots of petitions there. You won't get anybody to run for the position as a chief justice. Maybe they have to come and call me. I'll see to it, right? Yeah, man. Well, I won't have to fake that I've been to the law school and this, and I'm going to use common sense, as Trump will say, common sense. Now, John Dramani Mahama has directed that persons found culpable in the misuse of or misappropriation of public funds should be prosecuted and the fast-track judicial process to serve as a deterrent to others. Well, need I say more? I agree with him to the last letter of what he said. All right then, so we take a break, we come back, and we're going to be looking at no other thing but the details of all these stories. Stay tuned and don't touch the dial. Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Prampram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prampram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Yo, what's up, people? This is a boy Raskin Bobo One. Tune in every day, every night at the Star Radio UK with the big man them Archie. When I say Arta, you say fire.
Welcome back to the program Star Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London, bringing the time now exactly to no one board. Yeah, man. 11:38, and it is the favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. All right, so let's crack on. So what have I got for you now? Now, starting from home here in the UK, what's happening? What's up? Well, knife crime is one that has been rampaging our communities, especially the minority community or the black community. Let me put it that way for lack of words. Now, the issue is, one of the ways to stop them is to the police stopping them and searching. Somehow talk about metal detectors at schools, and others have been of the view that why do you have to put metal detectors there, and why do you have to stop and search and all those. But I have been of the view that, listen, I'm not carrying any contraband. I'm not holding or hiding or carrying any weapons or anything of the sort. If I'm stopped, searched, and that I don't have anything on me, the other bit to it is that when the agency or whoever is stopping that stopped me, they should be bold enough to say, oh, sorry, we didn't find anything on you, and therefore apologize, and then you go. But when it is all done in that rampant style, and then after that, and you are watching, and nobody is saying whether, oh, sorry, that we were mistaken this time round, okay? We were mistaken, and therefore we apologize for that. Then people get aggrieved, they get angry about that. But let's take it that I'm a young boy moving around in town, wielding a knife or carrying drugs or anything of the sort. And because we are against stop and search, and then I wasn't stopped. I took the knife to school, and then I go on, somebody's upsetting me, and I go pum, 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 then I've killed the person. So in that case, the one whose child or whose I've killed, or the family that have lost that loved one, will be of the view that yes, it would have been good if this person was stopped and searched. But most of the time we find out that because of our communities, because of racism and all those stuff, we are of the view that the moment somebody is stopping you, I don't. Listen, that's a couple of weeks ago there have been stories about policemen in various places where, virtually being proper rates. You can't take that one away. I tell people all the time, there is no way that you are able to take that thing out of it. Won't go down. The only thing is that you say on the public, in the public space, I cannot say anything of the sort. But when people are indoors, in their hearts, what are they actually saying? So we have to come to the point where we understand that when we talk about racism, we talk about those things, it will never stop. But how do we protect ourselves? If that is the only way that can cause the person wielding or carrying that knife to be stopped, then that will be okay. Because the story that is coming in, incidents of very young children taking knives into primary schools have been revealed by BBC investigation. Police in Kent recorded an assault involving a 4-year-old pupil, while officers in the West Midlands reported that a 6-year-old had taken a flick knife into class. Now, the mothers of Harvey Wilgoose, a teenager murdered by another people in Sheffield, says the data is shocking and is calling on the government to find metal detectors or knife arches for all UK schools and colleges. One teenage boy from Sheffield who says he has taken knives to school told us, I just felt like I need to protect myself. From who? From what? Is it the environment, what they are seeing there? There were 1,304 offenses involving knives or sharp objects in 2024 at schools and sixth form colleges in England and Wales. A Freedom of Information request by the BBC found out. Now, at least 10% were committed by primary school age children, police data suggests. One educational trust in the West Midlands told us that it was installing permanent metal detecting knife arches in all 4 of its secondary schools because the rate of knife crime in its police force area was so high. Nearly every force, 41 out of 43 across England and Wales, responded to our request for information about knife incidents in school. 2/3 of them also gave us data on the ages and genders of children involved, and those figures reveal that almost 80% of offenses were carried out by boys, the vast majority teenagers. We're also given details of incidents involving primary age children, some of them very young. At times, I am of the view that they might not necessarily take it because they think that somebody they are going to use it to do to stop or to protect themselves, the little ones. No, not that. Because at times we see things and we want to take it to school for people to know that, oh, I've also got this, I've also got that, but not necessarily to go and be stabbing people or be. So for the children at that age, unless of course they can see or they hear others talking about it and they think, or maybe their elderly siblings talking about it and they decide that, you know what, let me take it. Well, it's all coming away from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Let's move on and let's have a look at some of the other stories making the round. So what is your take on it? How do you see stop and search? Now, not negating the fact that there are some in the police forces that are proper racist. They are there. We can't say that there isn't any because we have evidence where information have come through, where undercover reporting have brought all those things. But what do we do? How do we protect our own children? All right then. Let's move on to other interesting stories there as well. Kate McCann told the court her alleged stalker contacting her daughter Amelie was the final straw and prompted her to call the police. The mother of missing Madeleine McCann gave emotional evidence from behind the privacy screen at Leicester Crown Court in the trial of Julia Wandelt, 24, and 61-year-old Karen Sprague. Now, Miss Wandelt and Mrs. Sprague are each charged with one count of stalking Jerry and Kate McCann between 2022 and June 2022 and February this year. Now, Mr. McCann also appeared in court and was told to take his time as he went through his evidence, while Mrs. McCann spoke of the fright she felt at the defendant turning up outside the family home in December 2024. Mrs. McCann first took to the stand with the jury. The use of screen was entirely usual and did not reflect on the defendant in any way. She told the court that learning of Miss Wandel's contact with her other daughter Emily was the final straw. Now, Mrs. McCann was also asked about her reaction to a letter from Miss Wandel posted a day after the face-to-face confrontation outside her home, signed off with her missing daughter's name and a kiss. I think that is an example of the thing that was upsetting me most, she said. As her evidence finished, Miss Wandel sobbed loudly and was led away from the dock after shouting, "Why are you doing this to me?" Later, Mr. McCann spoke from the witness box and told of the phone repeatedly ringing. He said on one occasion he answered. Mr. McCann said, "I can't remember the exact words, but I said something like, 'You're not Madeleine.'" He seemed to be struggling as he spoke of the impact on his family. "We don't know what happened to Madeleine, There's no evidence she is dead, Mr. McCann said. Now, when people will claim to be your missing daughter you haven't seen for this long, it pulls on your heartstrings, but it's damaging the search for Madeleine. Now, Madeleine's disappearance at the age of 3 during a family holiday in Portugal, Algarve, on the 3rd of May 2007 is one of the most widely reported missing child cases and remains unsolved. The trial has said that from June 2022, Miss Wandel had begun to tell anyone who would care to listen that she was Madeleine, initially contacting a Polish missing persons charity she had previously spoken to claim she was two other missing children. After repeated attempts to contact the McCann family, the court had Miss Wandel travel to the family's home village of Rodley in Leicestershire on the 3rd of May 2024, the anniversary of Madeleine's disappearance, but by chance, Mr. and Mrs. McCann were away. Miss Wandel began to spread the net, the prosecution said, and ended up encountering co-defendant Mrs. Sprague online. The jury was told Mrs. Sprague became a forthright supporter of Miss Wandel and the conspiracy theory that Madeleine's parents were involved in her disappearance. The McCann, the court head, then came across the defendant face to face when Miss Wandel and Miss Sprague turned up outside their home on the 7th of December 2024 and accosted them. Along with a demand for a DNA test, the defendants were accused of trying to force a letter into Mrs. McCann's hand. Mrs. McCann told the jury logically she did not believe Miss Wandel could be Madeleine. She said, having seen a photograph of Miss Wandel and the fact she was Polish, none of it made any sense. Now, the child was kidnapped at what age? And has been kept, assuming the person was taken to Poland. Maybe the kidnapper ended up taking her to Poland. Automatically, she'll be sort of a Polish person, right? Because that's where she's grown. I know I can't say what Madeleine looks like now, but I know I'd recognize her, she added. Recalling the events of 7 December, Mrs. McCann said, I pulled up on the drive. It was really dark. It was the weekend. We had really bad gales. Apologies. Now, she added that she felt invaded in her own. I was opening the boot to get stuff out and I heard Kate. It gave me a fright. She added she felt invaded in her own home, while Mr. McCann recalled Kate was still pretty shaken. She was in the house on her own. I think she felt frightened, she said. We rarely get people coming to the house now, but every time you're driving home, you're worried if someone's going to be there. You're nervous for the 10 seconds it takes to drive down your road. Mr. McCann said there were people that crazily believed conspiracy theories, including that he and his wife did not want to find their missing daughter. He added, that detrimental to any existing investigation, and obviously we have always put the inquiry first. Miss Wandel was arrested in February after arriving at Bristol Airport with Mrs. Sprague also detained in the nearby car park. The trial of Miss Wandel and Jana Kachwanskigo in Lubin, Poland, and Mrs. Sprague of Carrero Court Road, Cadiz, continues. But the issue is, can we do interesting, isn't it? I'm trying to look at, study both pictures and see what is on in there. But the question is, can a DNA be done? That's to silence the whole thing, because they are going on. It's me. It's not me. It's not you. It's me. Now, if we just do a DNA test, it's proving that the person is lying. Then we can lay the whole thing to bed. But well, I don't know how that is going to be panning out. But this is Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. It's 11:42, where we have only 80 minutes to bring the program to a close there. Right, let's move on. Israel and Hamas have agreed to the first phase of a peace plan, paving the way for possible end to the conflict in Gaza. Under the plan, Hamas will release 20 living hostages it is still holding, while Israel will withdraw its troops to an agreed line and free nearly 2,000 Palestinian detainees. World leaders, Palestinians and Israelis have welcomed the news, but details remain sparse and crucial. Further steps such as who will govern Gaza are still to be discussed. The long-awaited breakthrough raises hopes for lasting peace in a conflict that has lasted 2 years and 2 days and cost tens of thousands of lives. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said it was a great day for Israel and said he will convene his cabinet on Thursday to approve the agreement. If approved, a ceasefire will go into effect immediately after the meeting, which will take place at around 17 hours Jerusalem time, 15 hours BST. Israel will allow 408 trucks to enter Gaza daily during the first 5 days, with the number to increase gradually in later stages, a senior Palestinian official was said. Now, Hamas confirmed that the agreement included an Israeli withdrawal from the parts of Gaza and the entry of aid into the Palestinian territory. It called on U.S. President Donald Trump to ensure Israel complies, because they have the view that the moment the last hostages are released, then poof, they'll say, yeah, we got you now. We're going to be unleashing the venom on you. But people have the view that, this time around, the peace will hold, because Trump says he's going to be traveling even there to Sharm el-Sheikh for the final countdown and everything to do the necessary announcement. But we'll tell you more about all that. It's all coming away from Starr Radio UK. So some good news there. It's all coming away from Starr Radio UK. Now, Donald Trump has called for the jailing of Illinois officials, accusing them of not doing enough to ensure the safety of federal immigration officers who are conducting raids in Chicago. The president wrote in a social media post that Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson and Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker, both Democrats, should be in jail for failing to protect ICE officers. Trump has previously called the city a war zone amid protests against immigration enforcement. Pritzker has called the president's action authoritarian. The Republican president spoke as hundreds of National Guard troops arrived in the city as part of his immigration crackdown. The standoff raises the temperature in an already heated rhetorical battle between Trump and local officials in Democratic-led cities and states. The Chicago mayor quickly fired back at Trump, saying, "This is not the first time Trump has tried to have a black man unjustly arrested. I'm not going anywhere." Well. Yeah, so you can play the race card there, but it's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK. So coming your way from there as well. Trump has been trying to fight the drug menace and trafficking to the part of the world, but let me announce the line open.
Call the studio now.
Yes, call us via Teams. Just look for Starr Radio UK and your voice will be heard.
Call the studio now.
Okay, let's move on to some other stories making the rounds. Colombia President Gustavo Petro has said that a boat recently bombed by the U.S. was Colombian with Colombian citizens inside, an allegation that the White House called baseless. The U.S. has struck at least 4 vessels in the Caribbean in recent weeks, killing 21 people. The U.S. government has said the strikes in international waters were targeting narco traffickers, but it has not provided evidence or details about who or what is aboard. And the strikes have attracted condemnation in countries in the region amid concerns they breach international law. The U.S. Senate rejected the measures on Wednesday that would have barred President Trump from using military force against the boats. Now, Petro replied to posts on X by U.S. Senator Adam Schiff, a Democrat, who said he will vote to block strikes against vessels in the Caribbean as some lawmakers sought to challenge the use of armed forces in Congress. The Colombian president said that a new war scenario has opened up the Caribbean. Up the Caribbean, Petro added that indications show that the last boat bombed was Colombian, with Colombian citizens inside it. I hope their families come forward and report it. There is no war against smuggling. There is a war for oil, and it must be stopped by the world. The aggression is against all of Latin America and the Caribbean. Petro did not provide further details about the alleged identities of those on board. The U.S. has not commented on identities of individuals killed in the strikes. The White House said in a statement that it looks forward to President Petro publicly retracting his baseless and reprehensible statement. It said that while the two nations had policy differences, the U.S. remained committed to close cooperation on a range of shared priorities, including regional security and stability. The U.S. says its strikes, which began on the 2nd of September, had targeted vessels off the coast of Venezuela that it alleges were carrying illegal drugs. So which one? Or is there now any boat that is traveling from Colombia selling in international waters is a target? Is that it? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Wow. Let's come to France as well. The French President Emmanuel Macron will name a new prime minister within 48 hours. The Elysee Palace has said, fending off speculation that fresh elections could be imminent. Earlier on Wednesday, outgoing Prime Minister Sébastien Lecornu said the possibility of dissolving Parliament was beginning to fade following talks with political parties over the last 2 days. There is a majority in Parliament, and that is the majority that is keen to avoid fresh elections, he said. On Monday, Lecornu, a close ally of Macron, became the third French prime minister to leave his job in less than a year, driven out by a hung parliament deeply divided along ideological lines. You remember who called an election that brought about the wipe away of their majority, Theresa May, here in the UK? But, well, so Macron made a mistake and lost the majority that he had, and now he's pushing on with the third prime minister. Let's see what happens. By tomorrow, we'll be able to tell you the new prime minister that is going to be naming. Who is that person going to be? Starr Radio UK. Madagascar's President Andry Rajoelina has asked for 1 year to fix the country's challenges, promising that if they persist, he will resign. He said this during a town hall style meeting at his palace with various groups of government supporters. Many attendees had the opportunity to ask the president questions or simply share their views, to which he responded, "I don't want flattery. I want to hear the truth. It's the people who kept telling me that everything was fine who are responsible for our current situation," he said. The movement behind the protest, known as Gen Z Mada, has been calling for the president to resign and rejected an invitation to attend talks. They argue that they cannot engage a government that has been repressing them as they demand basic human rights. The group has called for new protests on Thursday, that's today, refused the president's invitation to talks. "We will not engage in dialogue with a regime that represses, assaults, and humiliates its youth in the streets," they wrote on their Facebook page. At the expiry of the 48 hours ultimatum for the president to resign, the group called for a nationwide strike, although the details remain unclear. They have vowed not to back down, urging people from all regions to join them, and declaring that the Malagasy people do not submit. So the issue here now is, if the Malagasy people do not submit, the president was talking about the fact that those who just come in to massage his ego, say everything is fine and everything, he said those who have been doing that, flattering him that, oh, you are doing great. Where do we see such things from happening when we don't have independent bodies that are able to tell you the truth, that what maybe economy is actually absolute rubbish and things are not going very well for people. So you have people surrounding the president, and you know, I mean. Because of the work that we did back in the day, the PR, being the PR person of organization or them, you make sure so you go through all the information that is necessary for the boss. Yes, either the president or whoever the big man is to hear. So others are shielded. Okay, so you say, oh, that one, the president is lying there, just a handful of people doing that, blah blah blah. So they paint that good picture. So Rogelina is saying that, look, as far as I'm concerned, everything was moving all right. But little did I know that in actual fact, people are actually struggling and we are seeing this thing happening. So what does he have to do now? Well, he said they should give him a year. And if things that didn't change, then boy, he's going to resign. So let's see now what is going to be. I know there's still a call for demonstration today. I'll not be able to bring you much on that at the moment because we don't have a direct contact there, but definitely by tomorrow, God willing, we'll be able to bring you more from that front. It's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Let me bring you one other story and then I'll bring you a story from Togo. So Ethiopia has accused Eritrea of preparing to wage war against it in a collusion with an opposition grouping in the latest sign of escalating tensions between the two neighbors over control of the Red Sea. Ethiopia's accusation is contained in a letter sent by its foreign minister Gideon Timotheus to a UN chief Antonio Guterres, warning that the collusion had become more evident over the past few months. Eritrea has not yet commented on the letter, but its relationship with Ethiopia has become increasingly strained in recent months. Ethiopia has been rallying support to regain access to the Red Sea, causing alarm in Eritrea as it took control of the coastline at independence in 1993. If Gideon's allegations are true, it means that Eritrea is waging a proxy war against Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed's government to prevent it from launching a military incursion into Eritrea to seize ports along the Red Sea. Well, I know that Ethiopia was trying to use Somaliland to reach out to the sea because now they don't have any direct contact to the sea. They are a landlocked country. They don't have any what do you call it, sea front or anything of the sort. So they can't do much there. But the issue once again is with what is happening there. Should Eritrea say, yeah, because if they pass, though you are independent country, they can still trade. We have Ghana, we have Burkina Faso up there, and their goods come through Ghana ports to Burkina Faso, and some coming from other places to those landlocked countries in West Africa up there. So you can make money out of it. If the goods come through there, you make money. And they are thinking that now, with everything that is happening, they are going to wage a war where they're going to come and destroy everything and they take over again. But in this world that we live in now, I think it's like the animal kingdom, where some animals are more equal than others. You have power and money, you got it. Well, you got it. But well, what do you think? It's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London at 11:57. And we're still bringing you stories from the African front. A Togo midfielder, Samoa, broke his neck in a collision with a pitch-side advertising board in China that his club says could leave him paralyzed. The 31-year-old who plays for second-tier Chinese side Guangxi Pingguo collided head first with an LED advertising panel after being shoved by an opponent during a domestic match on Sunday. On Monday, Guanzi Pingo said Asamoah was at risk of high-level paraplegia after suffering multiple fractures in his neck and sustaining extensive nerve damage. Paraplegia is a term used to describe the inability to voluntarily move the lower parts of the body. The club have since confirmed that Asamoah underwent surgery and is in a stable condition. His recovery progress will be announced in due course after a follow-up examination, the club said. Tongliangdong midfielder Zhang Shizong was given a yellow card for shoving Asamoah into the advertising board. Asamoah, who spent most of his career in Belgium before moving to China in 2024, has 6 caps for Togo. Former Arsenal Academy striker Billy Vega died last month after sustaining significant brain injury. The 21-year-old was injured playing for Chichester City FC in a game in the Isthmian League Premier Division. It is thought that the injury was caused when he collided with a pitch side concrete wall, but the club has not confirmed that yet. A sad one. We wish him a speedy recovery. Some miracle in this one. Yeah, it is a serious miracle because he has to go to be paralyzed like that. Oh boy, oh boy. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London at 12 o'clock. Now, a couple of stories from Africa, and then we can bring the program to a close there. Africa should fix the International Criminal Court, not abandon it. Donald Dare, CEO of Pan-African Lawyers Union, made this remark during the October edition of the debate on African News. Reacting to the decision by Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso to withdraw from the ICC, they argued that while Africa's frustration with the court are justified, leaving isn't the solution, reform is. It is fair to say that ICC focused too heavily on Africa in its early years, he said, but the answer isn't to walk away. The Rome Statute is solid. Africa just needs to use its influence to make the system fairer. And can we? Have we? The discussion unpacked whether the Sahel Alliance's move reflects a deeper shift in African relationship with international justice, or simply political posturing by military-led governments seeking to avoid scrutiny. Nigeria warned that the withdrawals risk creating an impunity gap, leaving victims of war crimes and state abuses without legal recourse. If the ICC collapses in Africa, many victims will have nowhere else to turn to. But the issue, once again, is we have countries, developed countries, that are doing ill. Okay? When has the ICC been able, or advanced countries, when has the ICC been able to bring their leaders to justice? It hasn't happened. Let's take an example of what happened in Libya. The unrest that have brought about what we see there. Can we talk about Iraq? Can we talk about other nations where people think that, oh, this person, then we find a way and means to do all those things. Meanwhile, some of the information that we have about the whole thing is and these individuals go on and on and on and on, and they are lost unto themselves. So the issue is, if they think they are not being treated fairly, then they might as well just leave, because if they don't leave, any action behind the scenes, we were having a chat. I was having a chat with my producer before we came on air, and then we were looking at what happens when maybe a government try to stamp down on this end, and then we're looking at the fact that what when it comes to even corruption and things like that goes on, which I'm going to be talking about that because the Ghanaian president has been making some statement this I think yesterday, and we're going to bring in that your way as to something to serve as a deterrent to others, so that people will not try to imitate what those individuals did or have done or are doing. So if looking at that, and so some people there or who want to cause insurrection or stuff like that are arrested and imprisoned and stuff like that, well, they put them through the courts as to whether the courts are genuinely give them free and fair hearing or trial. That I cannot say that because I've never been a lawyer before, I've never been a judge before. But if that has been done and it's serving as a deterrent, so people are now behaving themselves, wouldn't it, the sacrificing of just a little number of a minimum number of people or taking action against them, wouldn't it have served as a deterrent for others in the country to see the country develop and go on? So that any little thing, because people have stolen money to come and hide it here or have connections with the advanced countries and and then say yeah because we are doing that, don't do that to them. You do that to them, we'll give a dog a bad name so that we can handle you and take you to the ICC. So you see, it's quite a cagey thing. I look at it and I'm like, there are excesses. I don't play down on that at all. No, there are excesses. Whatever happens, there are excesses there. But whatever actions that is being taken at the moment, is it one that is going to be helping the nation as a whole, that will push them and urge them forward? So we go to Nigeria, we go to Ghana, we go to other places where we see people and they're taking bad, corrupt activities. And you have the little ones here, we arrest them, then we whip them, and then we imprison them, and we do all those stuff, and we have them exchanging fire with the military and killing a few of them, and blah, blah, blah. And meanwhile, the big hooks are sitting in their air-conditioned offices, in their big offices, and just they're rubbing their hands because they know that if you go after them, they will say that you are crashing the scent. And therefore, but I don't know, I seem to agree with them, because if there are people who are in their countries who are actually encouraging attacks and stuff like that with the what do you call them, jihadis and all those people in that part of the world that is killing people, continue to kill people and stuff like that, that you can also think that if we go crashing them out, maybe we would have done something for our people. But again, you go crashing them out, and because you are not sucking up to them, they are saying that, hey, you are breaking international laws. But when you break international laws, who comes to arrest them? None. So, well, it's good. They can go. Because if you stay in there, how many times haven't we been in the UN where countries, leaders or Africans have said that we need to have a permanent seat on the Security Council, and it's not happened. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. So the Sahel Alliance leaving the ICC. Should the rest of Africa follow? That's the question. But I wouldn't have enough time to go through that, so we'll move on from there. So come your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Remember yesterday I did talk about the opposition leader Anicet Georges Dolo Gele, who upon arrival was arrested. He has entered the presidential race in Central African Republic. His party, the Union for Central African Renewal, or URCA, nominated him on Wednesday at an extraordinary congress in Bangui. That's despite the opposition coalition BRDC, of which URCA is a member, saying it will boycott the December vote. Now, the Log said he accepted the nomination because he knows he can win, and therefore has a responsibility to the citizens who want their lives change. I'm taking responsibility because the party has decided that I should take responsibility for the nation. He said, so I have not betrayed anyone. But following the announcement of the Lord's nomination, the BRDC, it was excluding URCA from the coalition. Well, they said they were going to boycott it. You know, at times I ask myself the question, boycotting elections, does that actually help? Well, at least you have some representatives in the House of Parliament or House of Representatives who will be, unless of course, you see that this election, this one, let me use the Ghanaian word. This is properly swindled. Unless it's one of those. But that aside, boy, I don't think when people say, "Oh, we don't want to be part, we are boycotting the election and doing all that stuff," I don't think that is good enough. But ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Bringing the time now to 8 minutes past the top of the hour. We will be bringing the program to a close pretty soon, but we have to bring you everything that you need to know. If it's made the rounds this morning, why not? Be rest assured of one thing, we'll bring it to the fore. Okay, that story has eluded us, and that was pertaining to Nnamdi Kano's case, where the case has been adjourned for until the 16th of October because of the ill health of Nnamdi Kano. We'll be telling you more about all that. This is Starr Radio UK. The fight against illegal mining in Eastern Region has received a major boost following the inauguration of a National Signals Bureau Eastern Regional Command in Koforidua. The command, according to the Minister of Interior Muntaka Mohammed Mubarak, has the capability of monitoring illegal mining activities across the region and track the perpetrators. Speaking at the commission of the ultra-modern facility on Wednesday, October 8, 2025, the minister said the command is equipped with advanced surveillance and intelligence gathering system to detect and track criminal activities in real time. What we have here has huge capabilities of monitoring Galamsey activities, and we will chase perpetrators and deal with them accordingly, Honorable Muntaka Mubarak has stated. He noted that the new facility, one of 4 to be commissioned this year, can be accessed to a network of 10,000 CCTV cameras nationwide, allowing for real-time surveillance and coordinated response to security threats. Signal intelligence allows the NSB to lawfully intercept and analyze and interpret this digital communication. It is a powerful tool that helps our security agencies to track the movement of kidnappers, dismantle networks of fraudsters, preempt armed robberies, and disrupt the activities of transnational criminal organizations. It moves us from reactive security to proactive prevention. The Eastern Regional Office will work closely with other security agencies, including the Ghana Police Service, National Intelligence Bureau, Ghana Armed Forces, and Ghana Fire Service, as well as the Regional Security Council, to provide data-driven insight for maintaining peace and order. Muntaka Mubarak said the security infrastructure aligns with the John Mahama-led government effort to modernize national security architecture and enhance public safety under the reset agenda and broader commitment under 24-hour economy policy. Well, that's a good one. That's a good one there. We hope it works out well, not for only the Eastern region, but for the whole country. It is Starr Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. country yesterday, on Wednesday, October 8th, started the mass administration of human papillomavirus vaccinations at HPV, targeting 2.5 million girls aged between 9 and 14. The nationwide vaccination will be carried out in schools, health facilities, and community outreaches following its successful piloting in the country from 2013 to 2018. After the mass vaccination campaign, HPV, which prevents cervical cancer, accountable for almost 2,000 deaths annually, will become part of the country's routine vaccination schedule. At a ceremony at Osu in Accra on Wednesday, to signal the start of the national campaign, the Minister of Health, Kwabena Minta Akando, said the mortality rate for HPV was very high and the country must be united in the fight against cervical cancer. The occasion, which was chaired by the Deputy Director General of Ghana Education Service, Professor Smagavu ZC, also attracted religious and traditional leaders, school children, and other partners. Cervical cancer is one of the leading causes of death among women in Ghana, claiming the lives of mothers, daughters, sisters, and friends everywhere. Now, more than 3,000 women are diagnosed annually, and half do not survive, although it is preventable. The health minister said the introduction of new vaccines in the country had come with conspiracy theories about the safety, among other concerns which were already rife in the rumor mill. Let me assure you that the HPV vaccine is safe, effective, and Ghana is not the first country to administer the vaccine. At best, rejoining other African countries like Rwanda, South Africa, and Botswana, he said. Well. This all coming away from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. A final story before we bring the program to a close. President John Dramani Mahama has directed that persons found culpable in the misuse of misappropriation of public funds should be prosecuted under a fast-track judicial process to serve as a deterrent to others. Now, he said the annual ritual of the Public Accounts Committee of Parliament sittings to expose financial irregularities and mismanagement across public institutions must come to an end through effective enforcement and accountability. The president, who was speaking at the opening of the 12th annual conference of chairpersons of the Ghana Boards and Councils, chief director and chief executive of the public services of Ghana in Ho, the Volta region capital, said it was pathetic that the country continued to record reckless use of public resources everywhere. I have a meeting on Thursday with the Chief Justice, the Attorney General, and others to find a final solution to the Auditor General's report. Persons who are found guilty of infractions leading to the loss of public resources must have a fast-track process to examine, he said. Well, will that happen? Okay, let's move on. There was one other story that I came by that I really want to bring to the fore. A couple of them before we continue from there. Coming away from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Now, Bande Nabi Yusuf, a private citizen, has petitioned President John Dramani Mahama to remove the acting Chief Justice Paul Bafo Bonny. Nabi Yusuf is in the petition cited said on the 6th of October 2025 is pleading with the president to remove the acting Chief Justice on the ground of misbehavior. Citing Article 1461 and 1992 Constitution, Nabin claims that Justice Paul Bafo Bonny recently made some utterances that he believes are a breach of the Constitution and internationally recognized principles of judicial behavior, such as Bangalore principles of judicial conduct. Now, the private citizen who referred to a comment made by Paul Bafo Bunning on September 25 following a lawsuit filed by Israel Tete, Roxanne Nelson, the former Paul, and a group called itself the Ghana Law Society seeking constitutional relief against the Ghana Bar Association, noted that the president should sack the acting CJ with immediate effect. I respectfully submit the petition for the removal of Justice Paul Bafo Bunning, a justice of the Supreme Court of Ghana and recently acting Chief Justice, on the grounds of stated misbehavior, Article 146, subsection 1. A justice of the Superior Court of or chairman of a regional tribunal shall not be removed from office except for stated misbehavior or incompetence or on ground of inability to perform the functions of his office arising from infirmity or body or of body or mind. The conduct of Justice Bafo Bunning, as set out below, constitute stated misbehavior because it breaches multiple provisions of the Judicial Code of Conduct for judges and magistrates of Ghana, and offends internationally recognized principles of judicial behavior such as the Bangalore Principles of Judicial Conduct. Now, the Bangalore Principle of Judicial Conduct has been endorsed by the United Nations as part of the global standards for judicial ethics and has been recognized as an inspiring literature in drawing up Ghana Judicial Code of Conduct. Part of the petition reads, and Nabi Yusuf is therefore pleading with John Dramani Mahama to remove the acting Chief Justice on 4 grounds. What are they? Well, I'm trying to get, it's a breach. It breaches multiple provisions of Ghana's Judicial Code of Conduct. It contravenes internationally recognized principles of judicial propriety, independence, impartiality, integrity, and avoidance of conflicts of interest, undermine the authority and legitimacy of the judiciary, and severely damage public confidence in the administration of justice. Well, what would the president do? Is he going to call for another committee to look into this and maybe fire him? Ladies and gentlemen, Starr Radio UK, 12:20 the time, and we're going to be running up the program with a sad story. A Ghanaian woman based in the United States of America, identified as Gertrude Cindy Ameniampong, has reportedly been found dead in her apartment in Ohio. According to popular US-based YouTuber blogger The Godson TV, the deceased, believed to be between 32 and 34 years old, was discovered by American police 3 weeks after her death, with her body already decomposing on her bed. The Godson revealed that the late Gertrude was a former member of the Maker's House Chapel in Accra and had recently completed a master's degree in the United States. He suggested that she might have been battling depression before her death. The Ghanaian lady, between 32 and 34, was a very beautiful girl. For the past 3 weeks, she had been dead on her bed and decomposing in Ohio without anyone's knowledge. She didn't have a husband or a child, and I have cried today. She recently completed her master's degree. She needed someone to talk to, but couldn't. From what we gathered, she was going through some challenges. He added, she is called Gertrude Cindy Ameniampong. We have made several calls to her friends and to Ghana because we learned she fellowship with the Maker's House Chapel. We have also spoken to some people and one man who used to visit her frequently. However, he claims he doesn't know any of her family members. The police want to speak to someone. Well, so if you are listening to us and you know this lady, especially our listeners and viewers in the US, please get in touch and share. Let them the families know what has happened there. But on that note, let me say thank you very much for tuning in. It's been a pleasure coming your way today. Yes, but it's where I bring the program to a close. I'll see you all tomorrow, God willing, for the Friday edition of the morning show. Until then, have a blessed day. Ciao. In celebration of Black History Month, BB Clement presents Afro Global Networking Lunch 2025. Speaker, Dr. Olumide Emmanuel. The date is Monday, the 27th of October 2025, from 12 noon to 3 p.m. The venue is Stevenson Howard LLP, 1 Finsbury Circus, City of London. The postcode EC2M7SH. Please note, this is an exclusive event with limited spaces. The fee comes at £60 ordinary, for VIPs £75. For more information, please contact reception at augustineclement.com or call 0203 223 0800. This program is sponsored by Stevenson Howard.
Call the studio now.
This is Starr Radio UK.
Thanks for listening.